Look at this ghost. Contrary to popular belief, you don't actually have to go down there. There's just a gold Skulltula down there. But the first time I came and did this, I went down before I went up, so I got the gold Skulltula anyways, which was nice. And this is actually one of the more difficult things to do in the game without dying on a 3-heart run, because this is basically the last point in which you will not have Nehru's love, which, I don't know, is kind of annoying, but whatever, it's not a big deal. My biggest issue that I'm thinking of is that I'm going to run out of magic repeatedly. It's because I had that issue on my practice file. I had the biggest issue with magic in this temple. Why did that not hurt me? That was odd, but whatever. Maybe it's a ghost. It's a ghost lever. It's going to ghostly haunt me like this douchebag that I'm following for what feels like forever. But yeah, you have to follow this ghost. If you try and go right here, it's not going to work. Trust me, I've tried it. But in speedruns, they don't even get the Lens of Truth, and they just go right through the desert. I mean, the Lens of Truth is technically an optional item. I think the iron boots are too, but I'm not 100% sure. I think if you have the gold scale, you don't need the iron boots. Holy crap, why is Link, like, sinking into the sand? I didn't know that actually happened. But actually getting to this temple is surprisingly difficult because of these levers. Especially if you're doing a 3-heart run like I am. But what I'm doing is I'm coming over here, and I'm getting the most broken item in the entire game. That's right, I'm getting Nehru's Love. And yes, I know there are a lot of people that do 3-heart runs without Nehru's Love. I don't care, I don't use it that much. I already have my Ocarina out. But whatever. There's a few fights that I wouldn't say I need it, but it's nice to have it. For example, in the final area, there's one point where you have to fight like 3 Skulltulas or something like that. I don't actually remember. Or there's 2 Iron Knuckles that you have to fight at the same time. Which we'll get to Iron Knuckles when we get to Iron Knuckles. That's like, they're the strongest regular enemy in the game, and I think they're considered a mini-boss wherever you fight them. But I'm not 100% sure. Yes, this is the Great Fairy of Magic. She'll give us a magic spell. Ooh. I wonder what it is. I want your magic spell, you great fairy. Also, with this, I think I'm going to end the video here. Because we're getting Nehru's Love. It's the most broken item in the game. Basically, you use it. It uses like 3 times as much magic as any other item in the game. And you are invincible for a short period of time. Like, doesn't matter what happens to you. It's not like a damage limit as to how much damage you take. It's a time limit. So you're invincible for a certain amount of time, and then you will no longer be invincible. But I will see you guys in the next one, and we are going to get the Spirit Temple song, and then I don't know if I'm going to do the Spirit Temple or if I'm going to do the Fire Temple. I think I'm going to do the Fire... No, you know what? I'll do the Spirit Temple. I'm definitely going to do the Spirit Temple, but I will see you guys then, whenever that is, which will probably be relatively soon after this comes out. So yeah, bye! Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Ocarina of Time. Contrary to popular belief, that's actually what you're supposed to do. And, in all honesty, I just totally accidentally walked out of that temple. I was actually not going to record anything right now. But, there's a cutscene here. Past, present, future. The Master Sword is a ship with which you can sail upstream and downstream through Time's River. The port for that ship is in the Temple of Time. To restore the Desert Colossus and enter the Spirit Temple, you must travel back through time's flow. Listen to this Requiem of Spirit. This melody would lead a child back to the desert. I find this to be the darkest song in the game. Probably because it's written entirely in a minor key, but I find this song to just be absolutely creepy. Way more creepy than the Shadow Temple song. For sure. Owl! What are you doing, Owl? Why are you in the desert? Owls don't live in the desert. I don't think they do, at least. You've learned the Requiem of Spirit. I don't like sand. Yeah, hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Ocarina of Time. So immediately, I'm going back to the Temple of Light, because if you actually go inside of the Spirit Temple, there will be signs that basically say that you have to come back here as a child, which is really cool, but at the same time, it kind of sucks, because you got all the way here, and then you have to go and leave immediately. I got stuck in that for the longest time, by the way. I didn't know you're supposed to leave the temple, which is kind of like, it's kind of a bitch slap in all honesty. That's what it feels like. But yeah, they did a really good job designing the Spirit Temple. It's my favorite temple in the game, except for maybe the Water Temple. I don't know why everybody hates the Water Temple. I actually really like it, and the Iron Boots aren't actually that necessary for the Water Temple, but whatever. I'll let them cry about their thing. It's one of the few songs I actually like to play because I have it memorized, A, and B, it's probably my favorite Ocarina song in the game. Aside from maybe the Song of Storms, but I was never that huge of a fan of the Song of Storms, in all honesty. Actually, I really like the Serenade of Water. So basically, like, yeah, Spirit and Water are generally my two favorite things in this game. And again, why did that lever not damage me? But, whatever. I'll take it. I will take it gladly. So you come over here, there's a hole, and there's a person standing in front of this hole. I haven't seen you around, kid. What do you want? See the temple? Looking for the sages? Nothing really. I have nothing. You have nothing to do? What good timing.
Perfect timing.
Can you do me a favor, kid? Wait a second. I want to ask you first. You wouldn't happen to be one of Ganondorf's followers, would you? What if I am? I hate Ganondorf. Aha! You've got guts. I think I like you. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Naburu of the Gerudo. I'm a lone wolf thief. But don't get me wrong. Though we're both thieves, I'm completely different from Ganondorf. With his followers, he stole from women and children, and even killed people. A kid like you may not know this, but the Gerudo race consists only of women. Only one man is born every 100 years. Even though our laws say that lone male Gerudo must become king of the Gerudo, I'll never bow to such an evil man. By the way, what's your name, kid? Kevdog? What kind of a name is that? Well, anyway, I want to ask you a favor. Will you go through this tiny hole and get the treasure that's inside? Oh, just because I'm a kid, you think I could fit in all the tiny holes? Well, I'll tell you something. I'm a lot bigger than I look like, lady. No, kid. Don't even think about taking this treasure for yourself. Well, that's what's gonna happen. The silver gauntlets won't fit a little kid like you if you try and equip them. I want you to be a good little boy and give them to me. Ganondorf and his minions are using the Spirit Temple as a hideout. Only the silver gauntlets will allow me to sneak deep into the temple. Once there, I'm going to steal all the treasure inside and mess up their plans. How about it? Will you do it? Thanks, kid. You and I, let's give Ganondorf and his followers a big surprise, shall we? If you could successfully get the silver gauntlets, I'll do something great for you. You see, here's the thing. She just ragged on him for stealing from women and children. Well, the Gerudo race consists of basically all women. So, why... She's kind of a hypocrite when you think about it, because, like, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. Because she's stealing from women, and... Oh, I guess I could use the boomerang. Yeah, so much for being the most useless item in the game. But... Oh, yeah, I might need the slingshot, too. But I don't really have any ammo, which kind of sucks. But yeah, she's stealing from women, and she's ragging on Ganondorf about stealing from women and children. It's like, well, isn't that basically the same thing? I mean, you're stealing too, and you're also stealing from women, so you are a woman. Just because he's a dude doesn't mean it's wrong, more wrong than a woman stealing from a woman. Oh, dude, don't light me on fire. Don't set me on fire. This is not a Matthew Good song. Because I do not like to be set on fire by things fiery and such. I don't even... What am I saying right now? I kind of need water. I'm not gonna lie. I'm also gonna want to, like, do things and stuff. See, you know what I don't get? How are the Gerudo mostly women? Like, it's one man is born every so-and-so years. Like, that seems dumb to me. Because how do they give birth if there's no men? I don't get it. Like, doesn't make any sense, man. Doesn't make any sense. Definitely actually doesn't make any sense. This Stalfos right here, kind of annoying to fight because you're a kid and you can't really shield properly. But, I mean, actually the most annoying thing is that your sword has practically no reach. Dude, I'm gonna die. Holy crap. Oh my god, fuck. I'm a fucking train. Get the fuck out of my way. Jesus. Like, this guy takes, I think he takes like 12 hits, which is ridiculous for a monster. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be 1 sec. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just needed some water. Hopefully the good old commentary train will come a little bit nicer today. Wow, I actually killed him. I don't think I've ever actually killed that guy. Generally what I do is I just, like, I don't know, I knock him off the edge or something, because that's apparently what you do with those sorts of guys. But anyways, right here, what you want to do, this is really awkward to do. You have to aim a little bit to the left here, because the boomerang, like, loops around back like that. So you want to aim to the left, and then hit it on the way back. And yeah, that's really awkward to do. I think there's just a blue rupee in that chest. I don't think there's anything important. But whatever. Oh god, this room. You know what? You know what I just like to do here is I just like to use Din's fire. These dudes are really annoying because they can only be killed by fire, and they also mirror what you do. So basically, like, yeah, one hit with something fiery, like my balls, and they will die. Watch for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling. Yeah, I get it. I got it when I got grabbed in the forest temple. I don't remember if that was in the real recording I used or if it was in the fake recording I used. And I did not even see that guy. That was bad. Dude, unlock, Link. Unlock, thank you. That's really annoying when you have it set to, like, hold the lock on. And, you'll just awkwardly sit there and be, like, locking in between monsters, and it'll just be annoying. Seriously, did that guy just hit me through the grating? That sucks. Like, what the hell, game? I guess I have to climb back over here in order to do this. And yeah, the last one's over here, which unlocks that, and now you have to kill all the monsters in the room. I don't know if you have to kill this guy, but I'm going to anyways, if I can. There we go. Oh, no, he's not dead yet. Are you dead yet? I don't know if anybody actually listens to Children of Bodom. They're like my metal guilty pleasure band. Basically, they're like one of the only metal bands I actually listen to. And yeah, I really like that one album they did, Are You Dead Yet? Especially the song If You Want Peace, Prepare for War. That's a really good song. I'm not generally one that listens to a lot of metal music, but man, that is a really good album. They also did a cover of Oops, I Did It Again by Britney Spears. Like, they did a metal cover of that song, which is like the most random shit you could possibly do. Are there more bats in here? Are you kidding me? Where? Where the hell are these bats? Come here, bats. Come here, my Zubat. My faithful Crobat from my gold LP. Come here, kitty. Oh yeah, I remember what you have to do. Duh! Stupid me. Thank God I actually have Deku sticks for this, or else I'd have to use Din's fire, and that would be annoying. I was thinking that there would be no way to do this if you didn't have a Deku stick, but no, you just use Din's fire, and you'll be fine. Unfortunately, Adult Link can't crawl through here, so you don't have fire arrows, so that's a little bit annoying. Small key. Well, if that's the small key, then where's the big key? I mean, there's the boss key, or like the medium-sized key. Like, is there those? Please? I'm doing really bad in this video, man. Who's man? I don't know, I just sort of say that all the time, but I'm doing really bad in this video for, like, getting hurt. Link has got, like, a scuffed knee. Actually, I seem to get these random cuts out of nowhere all the time. And it's like, everybody thinks I'm an emo kid, nothing for me is can be. Because, like, I have all these cuts all over my arms. It's like, no, it's from my cat. Like, today, I picked up my cat and I was gonna put her outside. And then a dog barked from outside and it was like 2 yards away. It's like this tiny little yappy thing. I don't know what it actually is because I've never had a dog. I don't really know the breeds, but I think it was like a wiener dog. I'm not too sure. Dude, fairy, thank God. Probably should have like actually put that in a bottle, but whatever. Random Lizophos. This is like the most awkward place for one. But yeah, my cat scratches me all the time, and like today especially, she went outside for like half a second while I was holding her, and the dog barked, and she was just like all claws, just like fluffy tail, like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. Like, if you've ever seen a cat when they're absolutely terrified, that is a relatively accurate description of what actually happens. Now this room, something very odd. Bomb chews in a chest. Yeah, remember I paid like 100 rupees for those before? Well, not anymore apparently. Apparently it's just something that's valued to a chest. Interestingly enough about bomb chews is that they're the only projectile that is not dropped by enemies. Seriously? Did you just miss that? Actually? Thank you. Yeah, but this is the only place in the game, not this room specifically, but this temple is the only place in the game where you are actually required to use bomb chews, which is a thing, I guess. I guess I could push this guy off. Why the hell not? I think you actually have to. I can't remember. Yeah, you do. And should I? Yeah, I guess I'll get the map right now. I don't ever find myself needing the map in this temple though, because it's not that hard to get your way around. But I guess I could just get it anyways. Couldn't hurt, right? 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 I don't know if people find that thing to be funny. I don't think I've ever stood on top of a chest before. That's awkward. That very, very rarely happens. Unless you're like speedrunning and you accidentally put yourself in the wrong spot. Caffeine. Caffeine is the blood and life of the student. See, I have a lot of reports due in the next like week or two. On Thursday next week. This is April 4th. This is like immediately after the last video was recorded. And I know I'm like super far ahead on recording right now. I'm not like Hunter far ahead where I look at the date on the video, it's like February. It's like it's just September like 14th or something like that. But it's April 4th today, and next Thursday, which I believe is the 10th, I want to say, is like I have a 12-page essay due, which is worth like 30% of my mark, which for considering like how short it actually is, that is a large portion of my mark that is worth, I must say. Like, I've never had a report that short that's worth that much, which is very odd, but I guess it's an arts course, so I mean the workload and the expected quality of work. I'm not saying this because I'm like, oh, art students suck or anything like that. No, I'm saying this because it's true. Like, the amount of work that you're expected to do in arts courses is ridiculously low compared to engineering courses. Like, and the expected quality of work is very low. Like, I will go in my engineering courses and I'll write papers for them, or I'll write labs and stuff like that, and, like, the papers are relatively the same quality as I do for my arts course that I'm taking right now. And like I'll get a C on the paper that I do for my engineering class, whereas for my arts class I got an A+ for a paper that was relatively similar quality. Like, I don't get it. It's weird to me. It's so strange that actually is like such a differential between the classes at the same university too. Like, it's so odd that what's expected of them is so little, because, like, I found it so weird that when we did our midterm for that class, I finished it in like 8 minutes, and you could tell who all the engineering students were because they were all the people who finished their exams in like 5 or 10 minutes and walked immediately out. Like, because there are a lot of engineering students in that class because it's a program requirement, but it's also an arts course, so there's a lot of arts students as well. But you could instantly tell who all the engineering students were and who all the arts students were because of like how fast the engineering students finished, and none of the engineering students checked over any of their answers. So I mean, you could tell immediately. Oh crap! I really hope the stick does not run out because that would be really tragic because I don't have another one. Go over here. I think the last torch is right over there. Yes, I got it. Thank God. I think there's a key in that, but I'm not 100% sure. If there isn't, then I just totally wasted my time. Which is nice, I guess. Oh, it's over there. But yeah, the amount of work that's expected is so little, and like all the art students sit there like checking all their answers over for this really, really short exam for like 20 minutes, and like they're all just sitting there and checking their answers repeatedly, and it was so odd that all the Eng students finished so fast, and all the art students were like sitting there and sitting there and sitting there. I only took as long as I did because I had the flu when I wrote the exam. This is one of the hardest fights in the entire game, which is why I really hope I have enough magic for this. Because that would be really terrible if I didn't. Do I? Yes, thank God. I probably have exactly enough magic for it. Because this takes a lot of magic power. Yep, sure enough. Yeah, it still knocks you back if you get hit while in this form, but I mean it doesn't do any damage, so you're fine. And it gives you a lot of warning for when it's running out. Like, you probably get a good 5 or 10 seconds for when it's running out. See, I've probably taken like I don't know if this does 6. This guy does 6 damage per hit, or if it does 3. Either way, I would have died like 6 times by now if I didn't have this thing. And you know what, I could sit and jerk off and throw bombs at it like I did on my practice file, or I could use this and actually do this like a lot easier and not have an issue. See, this is where the fight actually becomes relatively easy, is because the dude has knockback now, even though he attacks a lot faster. But it's a lot easier now. And even if I die here, I mean, it's not a big deal. There we go. Thank God. Neighbor's love lasted the entire time. There, 3-heart run, didn't take any damage from one of those guys. I'm the greatest, no big deal. Link is the bomb. Who gives a damn about anything, because Link is the best. Yep. And we go actually outside of the temple. Hey, what's up, Kev Dog? Surprised to see me. A long time in this world is almost nothing to you, is it? How mysterious. Even I thought that the tales of a boy who could travel back and forth through time was merely a legend. Cavdog, you've fully matured as an adult. From now on, the future of all people in Hyrule is in your shoulders. Maybe it's not my time anymore. Here's my last advice. 2 witches inhabit this temple in order to destroy them, turn their own magic power against them. Hoot hoot. Do you want to hear what I said again? Why does it default to yes? Nintendo, what the fuck? I will continue to watch you. Hoot. Yeah, and that's the last time that we actually have to talk to the owl in the game. You thought that you didn't have to do it again, you silly person. No, he appears in the middle of a temple and is just like, oh, I'm annoying because this voice is terrible. Yay, silver gauntlets. That's always nice. That's a thing. A relatively useless thing, because you literally only use it like 1 time in the game. And honestly, if they didn't program the block to be large, you wouldn't ever have to use them. I'm pretty sure there's actually a way to, like, break through the boundaries and actually skip this entire section of the temple, so you never have to use the silver gauntlets. What the balls? You fiends! Ganondorf's minions! They're making the ground around me purple! Oh no, I'm going to die! Kevdog, get out of here now! These witches, they're using black magic on me. Well, that's racist. Why don't they use white magic on you? And, like, use white magic on you and use holy and just, like, destroy you. Chicken sandwich? He's just looking around like, what the balls just happened? This woman just sunk into the ground. I don't think there's a way to jump from here to go and get that heart piece. I'm not 100% sure. Again, like, I don't really need heart pieces because it's like, why would I get a heart piece on a 3-heart run? It's stupid. It's stupid poopid. Stupid poopid, stupid poopid. I used to say that all the time as a kid. I used to say stupid poopid, like, every day, all the time. And I don't know why. Also, one of the most distinctive memories I have as a kid, and this is the stupidest thing to have a memory of, is like, this appeared around the same time as stupid poopid, but, I think the stupid poopid thing was, some kid that was really stupid, like, I don't know if he was actually stupid. I think he actually had Asperger's, but, he grabbed his shit out of the toilet and wrote on the walls with it, which is disgusting. And, yeah, we used to call him stupid poopid all the time. That just sort of stuck. I don't really know where it came from.